I'm Jaisundar Sundaret, optometrist of Ophthalmology Department. Today we'll discuss about amblyopia. Amblyopia may be defined as functional loss of vision without any demonstrable pathology in fundus or without any detectable abnormality of the affected eye and not improved by any corrective lenses. It is mainly two types, organic amblyopia and functional amblyopia. Organic amblyopia is irreversible, refers to partial visual loss caused by undetectable organic lesion in the eye or in the visual pathway. Whereas functional amblyopia is reversible in large number of cases and depending on the cause may be anisotrophic, strabismic, meridional and stimulus deprivation. Strabismic amblyopia is this kind of amblyopia is associated with squint or strabismus in early life and occurring as a result of central inhibition on the affected eye to avoid diplopia. It is seen far more often in esotropes than the exotropes. Esotropia is the nasal movement of the eyeball. Anisotrophic amblyopia. It is due to presence of marked anisotropia causing difficulty in fusion of the two images and suppression which may subsequently cause a squint or be as such associated with it. It is more common in anisohypermetropia than anisomyopia. What is amblyopia echinopsia? It is due to disease of the eye during its development phase. It is conditions only wherein one eye is totally excluded from seeing early in life. Such condition would include monocular congenital or traumatic cataract, complete ptosis, corneal opacity, and prolonged patching of the eye for treatment of amblyopia. Hypermetropic amblyopia. It may occur in one or both. Significant or high refractive error without adequate correction. In meridional amblyopia, occurring in patients with uncorrected astigmatism refractive error. If there is high astigmatic power, there is chance to be meridional amblyopia if not corrected. Idiopathic amblyopia, it refers to unilateral amblyopia occurring in apparently normal patients with negative history for strabismus and in the absence of the other usual amblyogenic factor. Clinically, such patients have foveal suppression and visual acuity improves after patching of the sound eye, but amblyopia reoccurs when treatment is suspended. Toxic amblyopia. It refers to the conditions wherein visual loss results from damage of the optic nerve due to effect of certain poisons. The drug responsible for toxic amblyopia, which are as follows: tobacco, ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol. And ethyl alcohol cause ethyl alcohol amblyopia, methyl alcohol cause methyl alcohol amblyopia. Nutritional amblyopia. is defective vision secondary to poor diet, maybe due to deficiency of vitamins in the diet. Thiamine may result of optic neuropathy. Hysterical amblyopia due to hysteria secondary to a psychoneurosis marked by psychological disturbance or emotional instability. Now the maturation of visual system. Visual behavior and performance evolves with maturation of the visual system. The visual acuity of a newborn infant is estimated to be less than 20/400. It is in the feet. It is measured by log-mat visual degree. Visual function can be demonstrated shortly after birth. The ability to follow an object is detectable in most infants by 3 months of age. Stereopsis and binocular visual functions develop between the age of 3 and 7 months. Visual acuity reaches the adult level of 20/20 by 3 to 5 years of age. The retina, optic nerves, and visual cortex begin to mature during the first weeks of life. Myelination of the optic nerve, development of the visual cortex, and growth of the lateral geniculate body occurs over the first 2 years. The fovea, the most visual sensitive part of the retina, reaches the adult maturity at approximately 4 years of age. Now, clinical investigation of amblyopia. First, we assessment of visual acuity by Snellen chart or log-mat chart. In amblyopic eye, through pinhole, there is no improvement in visual acuity. And the neutral density filter test, in neutral density filter test, the amblyopic eye performs relatively well under condition of the low illumination. And color vision is usually normal, but may be affected in deep amblyopia with vision below by 36. Now management. In the case of amblyopia, improvement takes time and various kinds of methods are considered which are most probable. Full refractive correction, occlusion or patching therapy for better eyes, and penalization. Occlusion is the most commonly used method of treating amblyopia. The normal eye is occluded. The occlusion may be full-time or part-time. Total occlusion is and partial occlusion. In total occlusion, all light is prevented, whereas in partial occlusion, does not cut off the total light entering into the eye. In occlusion therapy, adhesive patches, opaque contact lenses, occluders mounted on spectacles, and adhesive tape on glass have been used. Other one is penalization. This is the further option where occlusion treatment is not tolerated. It is the treatment of amblyopia by optical reduction of home vision of the non-amblyopic eye at one or all fixation distance. First one is near penalization. In near penalization, the fixing eye is atropinized. Means good eye is atropinized with atropine and fully corrected for distance vision, while amblyopic eye is overcorrected with +2 diopter lens. This forces the amblyopic eye to be used in near vision and stimulates alternation of two eyes for near and distance fixation. For distance penalization, fixing eye is atropinized and overcorrected by +3 diopter, while the amblyopic eye is fully corrected In this way, sound eye is penalized for distance and used for near only, while amblyopic eye is used for distance. And last one is total penalization. In total penalization, fixing eye is atropinized and undercorrected by +4 diopter, while amblyopic eye is fully corrected. This prevents the fixing eye being used for near as well as distance. Thank you.